unclaimed monies. Now, it seems an odd topic to be dealing with at the moment, but it's kind of everybody at the end of September starts thinking, oh, is my trust account ordered in? And remembering that date for having your trust account ordered submitted to New South Wales Fair Trading is usually the 30th of September. It has been extended through to the 31st of December for this year, obviously due to the impact of COVID on people's businesses. So just remembering, but we start thinking about everything about money. And I've had a couple of inquiries about unclaimed monies this week. It seems odd, but haven't had a chat to anyone about this for a while. And I thought, well, 2 in a week, let's chat about it this afternoon. So any real estate or property services business that operates in New South Wales and has actually held money for another person, or another organisation, so in trust, as at the 30th of June in any given year, must send that money, and they've held it for 2 years, and it hasn't been taken by the person. You may have tried to allocate it, but they haven't given you the right bank account. It's bouncing back. You can't find them. If you've had it in your trust account for 2 years, you need to send that through to Revenue New South Wales by the 1st of January following that 30 June deadline. So obviously you need to have made reasonable attempts to contact the rightful owner of the money and return the money to them. This is money that's been sitting in your trust account for 2 years. You haven't been able to get it out. So obviously for real estate purposes, there's lots of other reasons there are unclaimed money for other businesses. And Revenue New South Wales website has all of this quite detailed. When it comes down to the requirements under the Property Stock and Business Agents Act, it states so for property services purposes, unclaimed money is defined as trust money under the Property and Stock Agents Act that has been held for more than 2 years, irrespective of the amount. For some other industries, it's only unclaimed money over $100. That is not our deal. It is unclaimed monies of any amount. And sometimes that's the issue. In days gone by, you might have actually sent out a cheque, and it might have been, something that tidied up at the end of a settlement, and it might have been, $3. And people just go, oh, forget that, put it in a drawer and don't worry about it. And that means it's left $3 in your account, in your trust account. So whether it's $3, $300, $3,000 or $300,000, Revenue New South Wales wants to know about it if it is a property services trust account. Now, to lodge these monies with Revenue New South Wales, they want you to lodge those electronically. So payments made by cheque result in significant delays, and they really don't like it, and they're quite adamant about that on their website. So, and when you actually make the lodgement, it's an electronic lodgement, so filling in those forms, you actually have to include quite a lot of detail. The owner's full name, so the owner, who that money actually belongs to, the total amount that money is due, the year the money became payable to the owner, so the year, the date, the full date on that, description of the money, what it was for. Was it for a deposit? Was it for marketing? Was it, a return of, an expression of interest deposit or a holding fee or a registration fee or whatever it was. The owner's last known address and the date of birth of the owner. Okay. Now, if you guys are taking your, ID and getting details of your landlords and your vendors as which is part of your agency practice, then you would have the majority of that information about that person. So basically the information that you put into this return must be accurate and sufficiently complete, are the words that they use, so sufficiently complete for the details to be published and for the claimant to be identified. So as we said before, there can be penalties if you don't lodge on time. So, and it's for monies that are held in trust and they've been there for 2 years as of the 30th of June every year. So 30th of June, you should be looking at, have we had monies held in trust for 2 years? Then by the 1st of January, so you've got 6 months to do it. So by the 1st of January of the following year, you need to have lodged that with Revenue New South Wales. So that's the deal on unclaimed monies. It's changed a little over the years. It used to be 30th January. It used to be a whole range of different things. But now it's from what's held at the 30th of June, right, and you've got 6 months to get that lodged through.